Good morning everybody and welcome to another travel vlog. Today I bring to you a vlog from Sintra in Portugal. So we are here for our dear friend Nigel's wedding. We will then be hitting up 2 very new countries. So I'm in this very cute little outfit. Now this is a 2-piece from Pretty Little Thing. And what I've done is paired this with some Passion footwear heels. These are the convertible heels, but I've actually clipped these cute little removable flowers. So they just have a little metal clip at the bottom here. Then I have my very trusty and old Chanel mini in the iridescent. I haven't worn her in so long, and she comes with a little Labubu child. Chanel sunnies, Chanel earrings, got this pearl necklace, but this is the look. I love it so much. So we are staying at the NH Sintra Hotel. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's literally a stone's throw away from what you see here. So our hotel was back there. We can park a car there for 15 euros a day. All right, so we're going up here. Really beautiful view. Quick change, I say quick. We had a little bit of a sari mishap. My blouse totally constricted my bust, so I could not wear it. So I'm having to wear a Gymshark top underneath my sari. So we're just waiting for our taxi to pick us up before we go to the palace.
A few moments later.
So another small little mishap. As is always the case with weddings, isn't it? Taxis can't stop in the historic area, so we have to come to this like bus stop area, which is thankfully very close to our hotel, but that led to a few people cancelling on us, didn't it? Which is always fun. It's a one-way system here, so if you do call Ubers, Bolts or whatever, I think Bolt is the main one, if they pass a certain area, it's all one way, so they'll probably have to cancel your ride.
Thank you.
Good morning all, it is day 2 of the wedding. Today is the main event. Captured as much footage as I can on my phone and the Osmo, which is now newly returned to me because, long story short, left this in the Bolt that we're in. But the Portuguese are so nice here that the taxi driver actually dropped this to the location that we were going to end up after the ceremony yesterday. So I do feel very lucky, and we are going out to get some brunch because the ceremony will start at 5 this evening. So I've got this Dolce & Gabbana very old dress, and it's got this scarf kind of poncho bit, and then it's just plain underneath, and it's something that you can actually wear separately. Then I've got my mango clutch bag with a shoulder strap, and then I've got my passions on with the pearl heel block. Got my henna from yesterday, which is so nice. It dried down really lovely. And then my typical jewelry, which I always wear because I'm a creature of habit. We're here to have some pizza. This place called Chow. So now we are done with our pizzas. They were delicious. I'm gonna get some pastel de nata, and this is a very well rated place. Caramelly, not overly sweet, but very, very different to the ones you get in like Chinatown and stuff. Or
2 hours later.
after a quick nap and a refreshed wardrobe and makeup, we are ready to go to the next ceremony. I'm going to switch you around so I can show you this beautiful Lyrica Matoshi strawberry dress. It was very, very viral a few years ago, but look, I'm not somebody that's against outfit repeating, and I actually think that's the more sustainable option. Plus, it's so cute. I've been waiting to wear this out. So a garden party type wedding is the perfect place to do so. I've got this Chanel ladybird necklace, which is so fitting and perfect with the colours. Plus, I have some beautiful iridescent Christian Louboutins. And of course, I have my Chanel mini with the strap wrapped inside for a double shoulder moment. And another change of plan. We are walking instead because the Bolts keep cancelling on us despite going to the quicker and easier drop-off or pick-up point. And actually we've been told by many people, especially Google Maps, that it's only like 10 minutes. Surprisingly, these are very comfy. And good morning once again. This is our final day in Sintra, or indeed Portugal, before we head off. We had a fantastic time at the wedding yesterday. Got a few clips here and there. Was basically more focused on having a good time and chatting to our friends and of course the newlyweds. But we're going to go now and do the final activity, which is the goodbye brunch, which is at the palace. And then we will head to the airport for our onward destination. Before I, of course, fast forward into the future, let's do an outfit check. Got a pretty little thing top. I really like this one. And then I've got this tailored skirt that I got done in Vietnam. Then I've got the passions, and I think I'll add the heel back onto those, which is awesome. So I can add the pearl heel. Well, that was a lovely and wholesome wedding. We're so happy for our friends, our newlywed friends. Now onwards to more action-packed holiday adventures.
An hour later.
Okay, so we've parked up and we've just been walking for the last 5 minutes or so to the cigar lounge, which is hopefully open. It's called No Labels Story or something. I think I'm going to get something very different. This Clubber Divinas, because I've never had it before. I love the shape. It's almost like a little torpedo. This Guava is €13.80, and actually you can get cigars for €4 even apparently for New Worlds. It's very cute and little. Look at that. No bigger than my middle finger. It's very, very sweet. A good like 25-minute smoke, I would imagine.
It's nice.
That's pleasantly surprising, because I didn't know what to expect with this. Yeah, it's very herbal, spiced. The Monte Cristo is definitely a lot sweeter, lighter on this one. It's really lovely. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another vlog. Today, we are coming from you live in Dakar, Senegal, of all places. In case you've never seen Senegal in all its glory, or the Dakar city. So we are in Senegal on a bit of a whim, to be honest. Senegal has a lot of interesting factoids that make it very well worth the visit. It's, first of all, one of the safest countries that you can go to in West Africa. And that's despite their very diverse population. I think they're 95% Muslim here, but they do have a very prominent Christian and tribal population makeup, but they all coexist peacefully. They're the only West African country that has not had a coup d'etat, so that's good. We're in a hotel that's a little bit outside of the city centre. So we're probably going to have to get a taxi in. Before we do that, I'm going to go to a currency exchange to get some Central African francs, because that's their local currency. We do have some euro, sterling and USD, but they're still very local currency cash based, which totally makes sense. Quick fit check. Because we're on hand luggage, we're repeating outfits. So this is my Dolce & Gabbana dress with the cape that's removable. I've got my mango pearl crossbody bag. And then the passion shoes are on sports mode. Crossing the road in Africa is an experience in itself, isn't it? Let's just follow what this man's going to do. Oh my god! And now we have to do it back as well. And now we are in the city centre of Dakar. We are at Independence Square, I believe, or Place de l'Indépendance. It's bustling here. Everybody's at Independence Square. No one has come up to us or anything. We, on the whole, pretty safe.
An hour later.
Look at all these people that have come to this restaurant. So in Restaurant de la Lagune. So we've got ambassadors of Spain, Harvard alumni, you too, yeah, amazing. See if you can see anyone you know, guys. Let's have a look at the menu and prices and things like that. So the exchange rate is about what, 550 or 560 CFA to a USD. So a bottle of sparkling water is around $5 here. I guess given the establishment that you're at, it makes a bit more sense that way. Oh, it opens up with alcohol. And then we have the main menu, which their specialty is seafood. So we have a lot of fresh seafood. I can't wait. Beautiful. Pastas. Meat. Oh, look. They do beef kebabs and stuff. Beautiful fish. That is their speciality. Oh, that looks stunning. Yum. Okay, we're having the fruit de la mer, fried fish. Crikey, our mains have arrived, and I think we forgot for a second we're not in London anymore. So I got the humongous shrimps. I didn't even know shrimps could be that big. This is a lot. But the price was very fair, therefore, for this kind of value that you get with the size of the meal.
Eventually.
Okay, and here we are at the Presidential Palace, the Présidence du Senegal. And now we are at the cathedral. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. We've made it to the Marché de Sandaga. where you can haggle for anything your heart desires. It's quite chaotic though. It's Daga.
Senegal market,
Yeah.
Market in Senegal.
Oh, okay, great.
That Cape Verde, that is new one.
Oh, okay.
Now the market is the second way.
Walked up to a fair few times now, so we've left that market. I think we've got a tour tomorrow that goes to a market, so we'll go there instead with the comfort and safety of a tour guide. Right, everybody, it's a new morning. We are heading on our way out. We're going to catch a tour to Gorée Island, and that's one of the, I believe, like slave trade ports that they had. Then we're going to go for a city tour. This is the tailored tipal that I got from Vietnam. Got the same mango bag, same passion shoes. We are going to board our ship to Gorée Island. We just did a passport check, so make sure to bring your passport so you're not going anywhere. Tiny cell for 15 people bound by chains kneeling on the ground. So here is the door of no return where these slaves would be shipped out to the Americas or Europe. Yeah, so I guess the boat would dock somewhere here and they'd all be shipped above all the cells. Where you would wait for the next ship. Okay, we were at our lunch location, right by the ferry stop, which is good. Baobab juice and hibiscus juice.
Is it sour?
Oh my, yeah, a bit sour. Gosh.
They organize
We
most
can
of
see
the
the
fairs
statue.
here. You see the fair?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's humongous. It's 50 meters. So we have made it to the bottom of the North Korean statue. I say the North Korean statue. Apparently there was architects from Romania, different countries. So we are going to brave the steps very shortly. 5 minutes later, we made it. We made it to the top of the monument. It is humongous up here. I mean, you can't see as much detail compared to the bottom, so I think maybe the bottom would be where you can enjoy the view the most. But what you get is a little bit different up here. You get a view of the city, which is very nice, and a nice little breeze coming through. I would say if you're going to come up here, wear good walking shoes, bring a lot of water, ideally come earlier in the morning or late in the afternoon or evening. But they do have toilets up here. And there are kind of resting spots in case you do want to take a little bit of a break. All right, everybody, we are heading out for a spot of dinner, our last dinner here in Senegal. Honestly, packing with just hand luggage, given that we just went to a wedding, is challenging because my suitcase is full of wedding clothes, but obviously that can't be worn in Senegal. And obviously it gets quite dusty and it's very hot. So note to self, bring more changeable tops and shorts and things like that, but we move. All right, we are here. And we hear the call to prayer. For us, it's the call to chicken. Right, so this is the menu, and if you want to look at prices, they're pretty reasonable, aren't they? So you can get an 8-piece family bucket, and then they do spicy wings, a la carte, popcorn chickens. But yeah, pretty similar to KFC, except they do prawns as well. Hamburgers, pizzas, and tacos. All right, the chicken has come. First time I've ever had fast food chicken on plates, which is interesting. This is a spicy one. We did a mix. Oh yeah. Oh, that is dope. That's really good. The price.
Next morning.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the next installment of our travel vlog. Our final destination is Cape Verde. This is the view of the city of Sal in Cape Verde. We're staying here for 5 days to complete our diving certification. Each time we run into the same roadblock of we have a diving limit, I think about 6 meters if you are not certified. So given there are plenty of wrecks and other ruins and things that we would love to explore in the future, that requires an advanced open water certification. Actually, it's just the basic open water diver certification. So that is something that happens over 1 day of classroom training, which we've completed offline as a separate module. So pro tip, if you want to save time learning in a classroom, you can do it offline on the PADI app. And then we have 3 full days of confined and open water dives in the Atlantic Ocean. So that's what we're here for. We're so excited. We're going to start tomorrow morning. We're going to get picked up as well. We're doing the diving certification with Scuba Caribe. I'll put their links either on screen or in the description bar below. But we are very, very excited to get that cert because that unlocks a whole new experience of travel. But you can explore up to 18 meters, I believe, which is crazy. So we're just going to go explore the beach and whatever Santa Maria has to offer. So what I have here is my lace-made corset top. I believe it's like the strawberry corset top, something like that. I think it's on sale. Zara Bermuda shorts, my Chanel classic flat, and then my Passions, this time with a different flower on the heel because the pink ones, sadly, that I bought off of eBay, because those are separate attachments that you can buy, flower corsages, they flew off, okay? So you get what you pay for, I suppose, but I had another white pair. I bought a pack of 2. So top tip, make sure that you come with 2. Sal is one of the smaller islands, I believe. Praia is the capital. I think they have up to 20 islands, if I'm not mistaken. And look at all these very colonial style properties. Magnets, hats, shoes. Look, if you forgot anything, you can just buy it here. Paper stuff. Oh, lots of magnets. Lots to choose from. Oh, we've got all these plushies. We could get one for our pebbles. Oh, that's quite cute. How much is it though? €5, I think. Look at these original fakes for, I guess, like under 20 quid perhaps. You can get this Chanel bag. Now, this is a very different atmosphere to Senegal. It's very well developed for tourists. And also we did see at the airport a lot of TUI holidays tours. And a lot more Brits, I think, we're going to see. Just walking around, seeing all the sights of this beautiful church. This light blue church. Alrighty, here we are at the beach, folks. It looks beautiful. It's a white, sandy beach. There's an assortment of wonderful restaurants that are really highly rated. Here is our menu at Vista Mar, and I think the speciality is probably fish, it looks like. So about £16 for a fish of the day, that kind of thing. Okay, not too bad. And then they do more classic fast food options that are quite cheaper, a lot cheaper. Gosh, we've spotted something very interesting, poke pasta. My gosh, the mains have arrived, and as is true with the African portions, or just anywhere outside of Europe basically, they are massive. So I've got the bonito fish, that's the fish of the day, with two sides, the couscous, and oh, we got the fries, didn't we? Not the rice. So Vista Mar restaurant has an adjoining rolled ice cream joint, so we got one, and it's got strawberries, chocolate and condensed milk, which is diabetes on a plate, so we're going to try it together. And now we're just going to conclude the evening by walking along the beach in sunset, maybe play with some doggies. We'll add some footage here if we do play with some of them because they're so cute. Otherwise, I'll leave today's vlog here because tomorrow we're going to get up bright and early for diving. Good morning, everybody. It's a new day, and that means the start of our diving certification, our PADI. We are just waiting for the car to pick us up at the moment. We've got 3 days of diving. I think all in, it was around €730 for 2 people, maybe slightly more. But they did have a discount for 5% off if you book online.
Eventually.
Alrighty folks, we have freshened up, feel human again after that dive, and we are now out for the latest lunch. So we are at the Colonial, so a little bit cheaper than UK. Oh my gosh, there's Dandy, Desperate Dan. A lot of British stuff here. You've got Desperate Dan pie, so I wonder if British people opened it. They also have a happy hour in an hour, so I think I will take advantage of that. Because it will be half price, 4 till 6, so stay till then. Alrighty, my people, we had a disco nap and we've turned up at this beautiful Palm Beach bar, and it's beautiful. You've got this adult only area which is fenced off, 18 plus, and then you've got the restaurant area. But here's the menu, and now I'm obviously going to get this drink, the COVID drink, because why not? And they do some very creative cocktails, do some nibbles as well, bottles, oysters. Most importantly, it's a location that we can smoke our cigars, and the cigar that we have for today is a Flor de Cano. Very nice cheap Cuban.
Tomorrow.
Good afternoon, everybody. This has been a slow start to the day today as our diving is starting at 1:50 p.m. Our taxi is momentarily arriving to pick us up. So we're going to do, I imagine, a couple of hours of diving. But I am taking my GoPro down into the depths of the ocean today. So fingers crossed we get some good footage. It's been nice to have a bit of a slower morning because yesterday, post-dive, was just shattering. I didn't realise how much it takes out of you. And we've got 3 full days of this, I suppose. So good to get the rest up. Ready to drink some more seawater, basically. And some time has passed, we've had a shower, freshened up, done my hair and makeup again. I thought we'd debrief about the dive, as this time I did get some GoPro footage and it did survive. This time we went to see a wreckage under the water. It was around 10 or 11 meters deep today. So we did have to do one of those decompression stops, around 3 minutes of that, at around a 5 meter depth, just so that you don't get sick and stuff all the way up. You can get decompression sickness, and that's pretty bad. We assembled all our gear and we did all of our safety checks. We also did a few drills and tests underwater. So today we did a CESA, or CESA, CESA, which is the a controlled emergency swimming ascent, I believe it is. And so that was not as hard as I thought, actually. We had practiced it a couple times yesterday and it went fine. And then we had to do clearing your mask underwater, which is so scary because the water is so salty and it really hurts your eyes. And then we had to do like sharing air underwater in case you're out of air. And then buoyancy stuff, and then we could just explore the wreckage, and there were loads of puffer fishes, really long fishes as well. Sadly, no sharks. Some people that we're diving with saw sharks the other day, so I'm really hopeful that tomorrow we have 2 dives, one in the morning and then one shortly after that, maybe around lunchtime. And so we prepared all our gear, and in those 2 dives, I think at the beginning we're going to do some further drills and finalize everything in our paddy, and then we'll officially get our logbook set up and our card, which is so exciting, so we can be recognized worldwide with the open water diver certification, which is awesome. Just a quick fit check. We're doing an outfit repeat because why not? I really like this outfit, and this is from Pretty Little Thing. It's a 2-piece. We'll say that if you want a more comfortable fit, you should definitely buy a size up or 2 sizes up even, especially if you have a bigger bust like I do. So I've got this in a UK size 10. Same mango bag. I love that you can tuck the chain in as well. I love the pearl. It really matches my Chanel earrings here. And then I have my, what I like to call my boats. My boat flip-flops that I bought yesterday for €12. I think they actually look really nice with the outfit. Hopefully you can see that. And they're very comfortable and good for the water as well. I like it. And it's also got a little bit of a heel too, which is super nice. There you go. We are at Il Faro. Well-rated pizza place. Just looking at the menus outside. I like when restaurants do that, so you don't have the awkwardness if you don't like something. It's like a mixture of Cape Verde, but European. Wow, it's a huge restaurant. It's lovely.
Yeah. Very much.
Obrigada. Aww. A pinch of Italy in the Atlantic Ocean, a lighthouse in the middle of the sea, a story of flavours from different cultures that find a landing place on a small island, Sal. That is cute. This seems very authentic, actually, even the way the menu looks. Homemade gnocchi, focaccia, and special pizzas. There's so much. Drink, folks. This is the Maracuja Spritz, so it's a passion fruit spritz. Very refreshing. And look how big the glass is. It's quite comical. Garlic bread's here. Got 2 flavours, it looks like. This one may have a bit of chilli on it, and this looks like a plain one. Crispy but also light and fluffy at the same time. Really good. And the mains are here. We have the gnocchi. I cannot begin to tell you guys how delicious and authentic this gnocchi is. But I think the owner is actually Italian, so that makes a lot of sense. And it is bloody delicious. And I love also they have a slice of bread to mop it up.
The next day.
Good morning, everybody. We wake up to a power cut in West Africa. It's been already like an hour or something that the power cuts happened. So thankfully it is bright enough that you can see most things. But obviously when it comes to like hotel breakfast and stuff, there's like no coffee because the coffee machine. Nice eventful start to the day.
Later.
So we are just ordering our food now. These pizzas and this pasta is beautiful. Look at this. Look at what we have here right now. Oh yeah, the caramelized onions work. We came here twice. It's very good. And it's now time for dessert, and we got a little tiramisu, I think.
Much later.
Okay, we're now back at the Palm Beach restaurant.
20 minutes later.
Quick update, folks. It has been 15 to 20 minutes. We've been smoking our cigar, which has been lovely, the H. Upman, and there has been no service until literally now, about a minute ago. Someone came up to us as we were about to leave, and I think that is pretty appalling for a place that advertises an 18 plus lounge separate to the restaurant area. It shouldn't be a case of you prioritise the restaurant folks first. There's been servers walking around, but they just don't seem to look over. It's a real shame, given the service was really, really good yesterday that we were here. Nonetheless, they've taken our order, so we'll see how quick the service is now from ordering to receiving. It's a real shame though, because the music is really nice, the atmosphere is really nice, but it's just the service is lackluster, and I think for a tourist hotspot overlooking the beach, you need to have your service on lock.
The next day. Eventually.
Good afternoon. It is our penultimate day here in Sal, and I think maybe the last day that I will film things for this vlog. Repeating an outfit, but in a different way. And so I've got my Chanel Ladybug necklace on, then I've got my lace-made strawberry corset top, then I've got the Pretty Little Thing skirt on. That is from the two-piece set that I wore, but it goes quite well with that, and then Chanel Mini and the boats, which literally just squeaked. That was not me passing wind. Okay, so we've decided to come for a bit of an afternoon late lunch snack at Mickey's Burger Bar.
Much later.
20 minutes later, because the wait was very, very long, the food has finally arrived. So I got the Juicy Lucy, which has bacon, caramelized onions, and tomato jam.
Epilogue.
It is our last morning here in Cape Verde. Our taxi's about to pick us up, but before that, we're getting some rolled ice cream. But I do hope that you enjoyed this series of travel vlogs. Anyways, thank you as always for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.